So this week, Amran sent me the Amran Go, this tiny little light that goes on your phone. And I'll have to admit that first, I was a little skeptical. This isn't something that I need. At least, I thought. But the more I check this thing out, the more impressive that it is. Because it can do one thing better than any other light that I know. Here, let me show you. Let's take a moment to look at the Go against the new Amaran Ace 25C. Yeah, this light is practically better in every single way. It's 25 watts instead of 2 watts. It has this great little bubble diffuser on here, as well as this magnetized egg crate that gives you great control. It also has a huge magnet on the back. It also has a quick release hot shoe, which I've lost. Oh, here you go. That goes right like that and clicks on very securely. Oh, and this is a full colored light. Well, if you get the colored version. There is a bi-colored version, but yeah, don't buy that one. Always buy this one. Yeah, there's hardly anything this little light can't do. It can even use the battery inside of it to charge your phone. Pretty fantastic. But there is one thing that it can't do well, and that's act as a fill light for your phone, because you really have no way of attaching this unless you have some sort of rig. And even if you did, this is pretty heavy. You'd pretty much be hanging onto the light instead of hanging onto the phone. So enter the Amran Go. The Amran Go is designed for one purpose, and that is to attach to the back of the MagSafe light on your iPhone, or if you don't have that, they'll give you a little ring that you can attach to another phone, and you can just flip this up then and have yourself a nice fill light attached to your phone. There's a little switch on the bottom here that allows you to just turn this on, and then you can adjust it with these buttons right here, either up or down. So whether you're shooting front ways like this, or if you want to shoot like that, well, you have the light in either direction. Yeah, a very elegant design. Now, by pressing these little buttons on the side, you can go all the way from a cool light all the way down to a very, very warm light. And this happens in 10-step increments from the very top to the bottom. The same is true with brightness and dimming. You can go all the way up here by pressing this button. 10 times will get you the brightest. 10 more times down will get you to its lowest. Now, physics being what it is, a small little light like this is always going to be a hard light, because the only way to get a soft light is to get your light source large enough so that some of the light hits you this way and some of it hits you from this way, and therefore there isn't a harsh shadow. But just because this is a hard light doesn't mean that we have to have huge shadows on our face. The way we avoid that is we get the light to be right where the lens is. And that's exactly what Amaran's done here. They put the light source about as close as you can get to the camera. And that way, when you put it on the face, well, the camera doesn't see any shadows because it's seeing the same thing as the direction of the light. Now, having your fill light next to the lens is a trick that's used all the time in filmmaking, because you can just dial it in and just get a little more light into the subject without creating those harsh shadows. It's not the only place that you can put a fill in a shot, but it is used a lot, and it's pretty effective. And that's why the Ace 25 comes with a cold shoe mount for your camera. Just doesn't have a mount for the phone. So the next question is, do I need a little fill light like this for my phone? Well, let's take it outside and find out. So with the Go on my phone, well, let's just go outside and see what we've got. Yeah, get out of my studio here. Whether I'm in a dark room or whether I go into a much brighter room, well, I've always got a little bit of light on my face. So it's not going to win any awards. This is the front-facing camera of the iPhone 16 Pro Max, by the way. So it's not even the best camera that this thing has. But you can see that it's going to keep some light on my face, regardless of what's going on. Here's what it looked like if I turn the light off. Yeah, it would look like that. And this fill light really comes in handy when you're in a place that doesn't have a lot of light. You can just kind of fill in the little spaces. Yeah, it makes a difference. Now, out in broad daylight, this fill light doesn't do a whole lot. Here, I'll bring it in. Do you see the difference? Well, there's not much. So it's really good for dark places, not outside in the sun. It's actually pretty good in backlit situations. Here, I'll bring in the light. Maybe not the best light in the world, but better than that. This little light has some other features that I really enjoy. Instead of just a power button that you press and hold, it actually has a switch and makes it a lot easier to turn on and off. It also has a power indicator here showing you what the battery level is. Oh, and the battery level on this thing is insane. On its lowest setting, it'll go 10 hours Oh, and it also has this rather odd feature. It has a mirror on it, and you can actually switch the light so that you can turn these little lights on instead of this one, and then you can use it as a little compact mirror to check your makeup. Hey, I've worn makeup in stage productions before, and I've even done it on this channel a few times, so I'm not adverse to having a little makeup mirror. Yeah, there, I said it. In fact, I should probably start using makeup more on this channel, but I'm a little lazy. But now that I have this, I'm still a little lazy. But one of the coolest things, and one of the most unexpected things to me, is that this light can be controlled through the Sidus Link app or through the Amaran app. Yeah, you can easily adjust the intensity here. You can also do the color temperature here with a few presets, as well as a slider that will give you exactly what you want. But guess what? It also has effects. Yeah, it's got TV, fire, explosion, pulsing. These are pretty cool. Now, I don't know that I'd ever use these effects, but you know what? Having this is a lot of fun, and I paid more than $29 for toys that have brought me less joy than this. I am super impressed with all they were able to put in this tiny little light and sell it for only $29. And what's even more impressive is when you look at the specs, this is great quality video light. Yeah, this rivals their $1,000 or $2,000 lights. I don't know how they did it. So if you're looking for a fill light for your mobile phone, well, this is an obvious choice. But if you're looking for a film light for your mirrorless camera, well, Dace 25 is a fantastic light. If you want to learn more about this little light, well, you can just watch that little video right over there, and I'll tell you all about it. Hey, thanks for stopping by.